So last year, during the Gilbert Arenas podcast, Sheryl Swoopes famously was trying to stir the pot. All right? Or as I like to call it, or refer to it as, start some shit. That's what she was trying to do in regards to the Indiana Fever and their locker room situation.
Did you catch the latest drama in the WNBA? Sheryl Swoopes just made some serious claims about the Indiana Fever, saying the team is falling apart because of Caitlin Clark's influence. She pointed out that top players like Kelsey Mitchell are getting sidelined. But Mitchell's response?
So Sheryl Swoopes has said absolute nonsense, and she is trying to speak it into existence. She is trying to break up the Fever. She is actually trying to break up the Indiana Fever, which is not a surprise.
Guess what? Kelsey Mitchell is back. She signed on for next season, and her new contract is one of the biggest in WNBA history. This is a huge move. The team's reaction? Fans are absolutely...
Man, I gotta tell you, Sheryl Swoopes is getting crushed. Yesterday, today, after Kelsey Mitchell agreed to re-sign.
Kelsey Mitchell is making waves. She's officially returning for next season. On top of that, she just secured one of the biggest contracts in WNBA history. This came out of nowhere, and the way fans and teammates are reacting?
There's a lot of other shit going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
Over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some new shit going on around there.
It's a lot. So you have players that are very significant on this Indiana Fever team that are like, oh.
Things are getting tense, egos are clashing, and team chemistry is quickly falling apart. There are rumors flying that some players want to leave, making the locker room feel less like a team and more like a pressure cooker.
As she came on and was claiming that it was a sort of toxic environment, and I guess Caitlin Clark fans were making it hard on other players, and they were really struggling. Maybe some people wanted out of there. She was heavily referring to Kelsey Mitchell.
But that's not all. Now Swoopes is calling out Caitlin Clark's fans, saying they're making things tougher for the rest of the team. She believes all the focus on Clark is creating unnecessary drama. Swoopes also mentioned Kelsey Mitchell, arguing that she's not getting the recognition.
Guys, because there were people who were saying they should win the championship. Now, y'all, be realistic. I was very realistic. Yeah, they should make the playoffs, which they did. And for the most part, I totally agree with you. I think Christy did as good of a job as she could have. Managing all of the craziness, all of the Caitlin mania, all of the hype, all of the media. It was just so much that came with that. And then, personally, here's where I think they didn't do a very good job, and that was with Kelsey Mitchell, who's an unrestricted free agent, because Kelsey Mitchell had a hell of a season this season. And I don't think she got the credit that she deserved. But you said it, there was so much she had to deal with and manage.
So why is Swoopes stirring the pot? She's neither playing for the Fever nor coaching them, yet she's throwing shade from the sidelines. The thing is, when you really look at it, there's not much solid proof behind her claim.
What she did this year with that team, with all the fans coming for it, just was ugly, right? It was just ugly. But for her to be able to do what she did with that team, get them to the playoffs since 2016, I believe, was the last time they were in the playoffs. And then the season's over, and you wait until a few days ago to say thank you, but no thank you.
But
here's the twist. Swoopes might not have all the facts. The player she said was being ignored, Kelsey Mitchell, just signed a huge one-year, $249,200 contract with the Fever. That's one of the biggest deals in WNBA history, showing there's more to this story.
Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever welcome back Kelsey Mitchell after officially re-signing her in free agency on Wednesday. Clark and the organization paid tribute to the veteran guard after she put pen to paper on the...
It's as if Mitchell saw all the drama and thought, I'm staying put. When she stepped back onto the court, the crowd went wild, fans were on their feet, cheering like it was the championship. The energy was electric, almost like a rock concert rather than a WNBA game. Can you imagine Swoopes' reaction to that? After all her talk about tension with Caitlin Clark, Mitchell walks straight up to Clark and gives her a huge bear hug. Talk about flipping the script, this was nothing like what anyone expected.
Wait a minute now. That wasn't supposed to happen, was it? A loving embrace? A loving embrace between Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark. Very interesting.
The smiles on their faces said everything. Mitchell even shared on social media, "I am excited to be back." Does that sound like someone stuck in a toxic environment? The Fever locker room isn't the mess Swoopes made it out to be. Sure, no team is perfect, but Mitchell is clearly all in. She's fully committed to working with Clark and even told fans, "I hope to make you guys proud." If that's not a message of confidence and unity, I don't know what is.
To stay.
And I met one of the greatest people in the world, Caitlin Clark, who's like this random basketball world. So I think together we hope to make you guys proud. We hope to make you guys feel like you're a part of our success and our journey. And I'm here.
There's been talk about players trying to bring Caitlin Clark down, but Mitchell isn't having any of it. It's like she's saying, if you're going after my teammate, you'll have to get through me first. That's the kind of loyalty that makes championship teams. The Fever's future looks bright. They've got Clark, the standout rookie, and Mitchell, a proven star. And with the team investing in its talent.
She's smart. No, not only is she a badass, just a straight gunslinger on the court. I mean, she gets to play with Caitlin Clark. I mean, right there. Then I met one of the greatest people in the world, Caitlin Clark. Oh boy. Sheryl Swoopes, not looking good right now.
This isn't just about the Fever, it's about the whole WNBA. With all the drama and bold moves from players, the league is getting major attention. And when people are talking, they're watching. Just imagine the excitement when the season starts. This year is set to be unforgettable. Mitchell and Clark aren't just playing, they're changing the game and the culture of women's basketball. Love them or not, one thing's certain, they're making history.
They wanted this duo right here that was hanging out together. Literally hanging out together. Wanted them to break apart. All right. Yeah, Robin Lundberg, don't let Sheryl see this.
Social media is buzzing, and Sheryl Swoopes is right in the middle of it. It's like a digital dunk contest, but instead of basketballs, it's memes and fiery roasts flying everywhere. Crazy how quickly the story turned, huh? Just recently, Swoopes was predicting disaster for the Fever. Now she's probably wishing she could take it all back. Fans aren't holding back either. They're bringing the heat with some seriously savage.
Somebody go tell Sheryl Swoopes, miserable ass, so I can see her crash out. Caitlin Clark effect, WNBA.
I'm a Fever girl again. So to my fans, to the basketball world, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be back. And he's been good to me, and hopefully I could pour in and give the same. So here's to being a Fever girl.